Good morning, students. Today we will read class 10 science chapter 13. Topic is magnetic effects of electric current. In previous chapter of physics, we have already read about electricity. We learned about the heating effect of electric current. Here we read other effect of this electric current. We know that electric current carrying wire behaves like a magnet. To observe this, let's do one activity. Here it is taken a thick copper wire and it is placed in between the point X and Y. Thick copper wire is taken between this X and Y. In an electric circuit, which is shown in this figure. Now place a small compass near to this copper wire. This one is a magnetic compass which is placed near this copper wire. Now pass the electric current by putting on this switch. After switching it, the electric current will flow through the circuit. A resistance R is there also. Now we have to observe the change in the position of this compass needle. The compass needle which is placed here, we have to observe the deflection of the needle of that compass. We see that the needle is deflected. It means that the electric current through the copper wire has produced a magnetic effect. Since this copper wire produces a magnetic effect, the compass needle is deflected. Then what about the reverse possibility of an electric effect? Here both that electricity and magnetism are linked to each other. When the current will reverse the deflection also in opposite direction. It will deflect in opposite direction. In this chapter, we will study magnetic field and such type of electromagnetic effects. We also study about the electromagnet and electric motors, which involves the magnetic field, magnetic effect and electric current. Next, up to magnetic field and field lines. We are familiar with the fact that a compass needle gets deflected when it is brought near a bar magnet. A compass needle is in fact a small bar magnet. The ends of the compass needle points approximately towards the north and south direction, and the end points towards north is called north seeking or north pole, and the other end that points towards the south is called south seeking or south pole. Yeah, it is north south. This one is north pole. This one is south pole. Though the various activities we have observed that like poles repel, while unlike poles and magnets attract each other. If like poles come towards each other, they will repel. But when unlike poles are brought near each other, then they will attract. But when we bring a magnet near or towards the iron filings, we will observe the iron filings will be attracted by this magnet. But when iron filings are placed on a plane and a magnet also placed on them and tap that plane or that bone, will observe the iron filings will be arranged themselves in a certain pattern. How they will arrange themselves? If we take a board and a magnet is there, a bar magnet is there, and some iron filings are present. If you take this board, the iron filings will be arranged and they will form this type of pattern. The iron filings will arrange themselves in this type of certain pattern. Here the magnet exerts its influence in the region surrounding it. Therefore, the iron filings experience the force, and the force thus exert makes the iron filings to arrange in the pattern. The region surrounding the magnet, the iron filings will be arranged, in which the force of magnet can be detected. That is called the magnetic field. The region where the magnetic force is influenced, the force of magnet is influenced in a region. That region or that field is called magnetic field. So the lines along which the iron filings align themselves represent the field lines. Like here, the iron filings are arranging in these certain lines. These lines are called field lines or magnetic field lines. These are the certain patterns where the iron filings are arranged. They are arranged in some lines around this magnet. These lines are said to be field lines or magnetic field lines. And the area in which the force of magnet is detected, the force is influenced, that region, that field is called magnetic field. We can draw this type of magnetic field lines by using compass also. Like just placing bar magnet on a piece of paper and placing magnetic compass near this north pole. Magnetic compass has north and south both poles. It is written N and S there. If it is placed near north pole, then the north pole of this magnetic compass will be repelled by the north pole of this magnet, because the properties of magnet is that like poles always repel each other, whereas unlike poles will attract each other. So it will reflect and move away from this. Now this one is north, this one is south. Now margin again. You have to, after marking here, you have to place the compass the next point. Here this point, you will get a mark. Next, you have to place on this point. In this way, we will observe the points will be obtained and it will come toward the south pole of the magnet. In this way, we will get a line. That line is called field line. And this type of field line is obtained all around the magnet in such type of pattern. And it is observed the field lines never intersect each other. How many field lines will be obtained around this magnet? They will never intersect each other. And the field lines are grounded near the poles as compared to its middle region. The strength of magnet depends upon the number of grounded field lines are there. If more field lines are there in any region, at that place the strength of magnet will be more. If less number of field lines are there in any region, then the magnetic force will be experienced less on that region. In this way, we will observe or we can conclude the magnetic force will be experienced more on which two poles, north pole and south poles. In case of bar magnet, both the ends or both the poles can attract more as compared to its middle part. That's why if we place a bar magnet on a heap of iron fillings, then we will observe iron fillings will stick more on both the ends as compared to its middle. Next, we will observe the field lines always move from north to south. The direction of field lines always from north to south outside the magnet. That is from north to south. It will move from north pole of the bar magnet and comes toward the south pole of the bar magnet. So, the magnetic field has a specific direction. First, it is observed this force is experienced in a certain region, limited region is there, in which the magnetic force is influenced so it has magnitude. Now it is observed the direction of field lines, that is direction of magnetic field. So this magnetic field has both magnitude as well as direction. So it is a vector quantity. The quantity having both magnitude and direction is said to be vector quantity. Here the magnetic field has both magnitude and direction. So magnetic field is a vector quantity. But inside the bar magnet, the field lines move from south to north. Outside the magnet, they move from north to south, but inside the magnet, they move from south to north, and this one closed curves. The relative strength of the magnetic field is the degree of closeness of field lines. If more closeness of field lines are there, the strength of magnetic field will be more. The field will be stronger. That is, the force acting on the pole of another magnet placed is greater where the field lines are crowded. Next we will discuss about the magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor. We have seen that electric current through a metallic conductor produces a magnetic field around it in that fast activity. When electric current is passing through the copper wire, then magnetic compass, the needle of this magnetic compass will be deflected due to the magnetic effect of that copper wire. In order to find the direction of field produced, let's repeat one more activity here. Here we have seen that electric current through a metallic conductor produces a magnetic field around it. Now we have to take a long straight copper wire, 2 or 3 cells of 1.5 volt each, and plug key, and we have to connect all of them in series. Place the straight wire parallel to and over a compass needle. This one is straight wire. It is placed over a compass needle. Now we have to plug the key to flow by which the current will flow through the circuit. This one is north pole, this one is south. When electric current flows from north to south in this direction, we'll observe the deflection of compass needle in this direction. Here, the current is flowing from north to south in that conductor. Then it is observed the deflection of compass needle. Now, replace the cell connection. Like this one is positive, this one is negative. We have to change the terminals of this battery. What will happen? Here, the terminals of battery is changed. This one is positive, this one is negative. Current will flow in this direction. That in the conductor, it will flow from south to north. In the first case, it was flowing from north to south, but in second case, the current is flowing from south to north. It results the change in the direction of current through the copper wire, that is from south to north. Will observe the change in direction of deflection of that compass needle. Now the needle moves in opposite direction. Here, it is deflected in this direction. Now the needle will be deflected just opposite to the previous direction. So it shows when the current reverses the direction, when it changes the direction of current, then the direction of this compass needle also reverse. The magnetic field also reverse its direction. Now we discuss about the magnetic field due to current through a straight wire. Magnetic field due to a current through a straight wire. Now we have to take a battery, a variable resistance that is also called rheostat, an ammeter which is used to measure the electric current flowing through the circuit, a plug which helps to on or off or open or close the circuit, a long straight thick copper wire. here it is connected the copper wire. This one is copper wire. This one is loose wire. It is emitter. It is battery. It is plug. Now connect the copper wire vertically between the points X and Y. Now sprinkle some iron flakes uniformly on the carbon presently. Now these are the iron flakes sprinkled on the board. Keep the variable of the rheostat at a fixed position and note the current through the emitter. You have to measure the amount of current which is passing through this circuit. Now close the key so that current will flow through this circuit and between the points X and Y, that is the end of the copper wire. Gently tap the cardboard a few times. After tapping, we will observe a certain pattern will be formed by the iron fillings. They will arrange themselves in the form of concentric circles. The iron fillings will arrange themselves in concentric circles. They will form this type of concentric circles. How can the direction of this magnetic field be found? Even if they have made a certain definite pattern as the pattern of its magnetic field, how can we find the direction of this magnetic field lines? Place a compass method, magnetic compass, at any point of this concentric circles. We will observe the direction of the deflection of needle. The direction of north pole of compass needle would give the direction of field lines produced by the electric current through the straight wire at that point P. So how can we find, or how can this direction of field lines be obtained? If the current moves from top to bottom, this one is the positive terminal, the current is coming from top to bottom, it is the direction of electric current. The direction of field lines where it is placed will be anti-clockwise. It is clockwise. The direction of current is from top to bottom. The direction of magnetic field is clockwise. When we reverse the current, then the direction of magnetic field also reverses. It becomes anti-clockwise. We can find by using our right hand, that is called right hand thumb rule.